Do you want to use your phone as a webcam on your local computer for free? Or invite others in your LAN to join your live stream? Not on cloud server and without installing any apps. Now let me tell you a zero-cost method. Install the OBS server vdo.ninja on your local PC and LAN, and then you can reuse the phones. It has the following features. 1. Save money, low latency, high resolution, lightweight, wireless. 2. No need to rent an VPS or broadband networking. Most tutorials generally install the service on a VPS and Cloudflare. I don't think it's not a very good choice. 3. Pure, no video capture card or virtual camera software is required. For just a router, a computer, a mobile phone. 5. Cross-platform, open source, free, and secure. My general idea is, 1. I want to make my phone as a webcam, and I don't want to add other hardware to do OBS streaming. 2. The web-based OBS server requires an SSL certificate and a domain name to open the camera. This is a browser security restriction for safety. 3. And my router has the function of dynamic domain name resolution to LAN computer. Let me explain in detail the hardware requirements. First, you need a router with DDNS function. It's very important. The Merlin router has DDNS function named DNSMask. Other router systems should also have similar functions, such as OpenWRT. My router is Netgear RAX50. As for the flashing process, you can refer to other video tutorials. It is actually very simple. Second, a computer, whatever you like, Windows, Mac, Linux, and a phone with a camera and a browser. Then now let me tell you how to do that. First, configure the router to resolve the domain name to a LAN computer. Log in the router. And following this document, custom domains with DNSMask and GitHub. Domain name is as long as you like. obs.coolai is my. Open the router login page. In the GitHub document, let me open the browser split screen mode to display 2 web pages. Following the steps, first, enter the administration, then enter the System tab. Enable the JFFS Custom Scripts and Configs option. Then enable SH option. Press Apply button to save the change. Then go to LAN and DNS filter. Disable the Enable DNS-based filtering option. And then press Apply button to save the change. Second, configure the DHCP server options. 1. Go to LAN-DHCP server. Make sure the first DNS server setting is filled in with your router's IP address. 2. Go to WLAN-internet connection. Turn off forward local domain queries to upstream DNS to prevent your private DNS resolution requests from being passed to the internet. And then press Apply button to save the change. 3. Connect to your router with the terminal tools. To edit the config options, I use the CMD command tool. Edit the configuration file. If not exist, create it. Add mapping rules between IP and domain name. Exit to save the file. And then restart the DNS service. At last, don't forget to disable the SSH config option. It's for safety. The router will restart several times during configuration. Please be patient. Check if this setting is effective. Ping the domain name OBS Cooloo. If the host is not found, the computer's IP and DNS configuration is incorrect. We need to manually specify static IP and DNS in the network configuration. Open Wi-Fi configuration. Select hardware properties. Change the DNS settings to manual. And set preferred DNS to IP address of your router. Save the changes. And then edit the IP to static. And set preferred DNS to IP address of your router. Save the changes. And then re-ping the domain name. See, the result is what we want. DNS is okay. Second, host the OBS server via Nginx with an SSL certificate and a domain name. I like vdo.ninja as the OBS server. It's very simple to operate. So download the source code in GitHub and put it in a directory. Don't change the code if you know what you do. And then generate an SSL certificate with a domain name via mkcert. Don't manually generate a certificate with OpenSSL unless you can generate the certificate 100% correctly. I failed to generate it manually. The browser doesn't recognize the SSL certificate correctly, so I switched to mkcert for certificates, and it works very well. Download mkcert from GitHub and install the path into the system environment variables. It is convenient for you to execute mkcert command at any location. Open the mkcert GitHub release page. Download the latest version for Windows x64. Put it into a folder and rename a short name. It is convenient for you to execute it quickly. And add its path to the system environment variable so that you can execute its commands from any location. Okay, the installation of mkcert is complete. Then now generate the SSL certificates for Nginx. If it says that the mkcert command cannot be found, you need to close and reopen the CMD window. First, execute this command mkcert space install to install the local CA in the System Trust Store. Execute command mkcert space OBS cool AI space 192.168.1.246 to generate the certificates. Then you will see the certificates in current directory. Next, download and install the leased Nginx server. Add the exe path of bin folder to the system environment variable. It is convenient for you to execute Nginx command at any location. After installing, we must check the Nginx, whether the SSL module was installed. Running command nginx space v. We must ensure that Nginx has an SSL function module and configure arguments. Next step, config the Nginx to open the SSL port. Default is 443 or whatever you like. The SSL certificates generated on step 2 above. And you can refer to the Nix configuration in install.md in vdo.ninja folder. Note that I delete port 80 because the Windows IIS server is running on port 80. I don't want them to conflict. So I just open the default port 443. And the root folder is changed to VDO folder. At last, don't forget to make sure the path of certificates must be correct. Okay, that's all the configuration. Now let's test if the OBS server is working. 1. Start the Nginx server via this command. 2. Open the URL OBS Cool AI on PC browser. Create a room or a reusable invite and share the link. 3. Open the view link on PC and waiting the capture of the phone. 4. Scan the QR code of the view link via phone to join the room and share its cameras. Now, you can see the capture of your phone on the PC or on the browser of another device. Or you can now invite other people's mobile phones on the LAN to join a video conference. and other interesting features are waiting for you to discover. By the way, you can also share the desktop screen with others. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot to me and helps me continue creating more content. Thank you.